What is up? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more Resident Reverse gameplay for you. Got a couple of Claire games for you with nothing really crazy happens in these games other than when I see the all the players at the end of the game in their ranks. You'll see these two guys who I've never seen ranks that high ever. I've seen 3,000, but these take it to another step to beyond my wildest imagination. But especially one guy in the second game where he really gives me trouble so many times, and you're only seeing the good moments because most of the time he's just owning me. But speaking of Claire, since I'm playing as her, here's something I've always thought about for a while, and I've always had a big problem with. And with Capcom, it just seems like this is how they view this, and I don't understand why. And it goes with my latest video where I talk about disconnect from the audience. But after Resident Evil 2 and 3 were remade, what was the next biggest title that people were claiming for a remake? Now, you could argue, well, it should have been 4. And I'm not going to argue 4 was definitely popular. But there was another game that, in my opinion, and this is coming from a guy who loves Resident Evil 4 to death as my all-time favorite game, I wanted this Resident Evil to be remade well before 4, and it needs it. It's probably the game more than any other Resident Evil that needs the remake. And I think most Resident Evil fans would agree with that. And that is a Resident Evil game that Capcom just seemingly acts like doesn't pay it any attention or just pretends it doesn't exist, which is Code Veronica. Now, let you know a little secret about me. I am not the biggest Code Veronica fan. It's probably my least favorite of all the major Resident Evil games of the main line. So that's from 0 all the way to Village, also including Revelations 1 and 2. Not the spin-offs, obviously. But the point I'm trying to make here is it's the one I probably had the most problems with. It's still a good, solid game. So let that sink in through your head. Like, the worst I could say about the worst entry, in my opinion, that I had with of all the mainline Resident Evil games is, it's still a solid, good game. It's just more things in the story and characters I wish were changed, and I think could easily be changed to be improved in a remake. But unfortunately, Capcom just pretends like the game doesn't exist. And I mean, it is an important entry to the game. I mean, is it not? It does have a lot of cool, iconic moments, does it not? It's just, I don't understand why. And if they were came up yeah, we thought about it, we decided to go with 4 instead. We'd be a little sad, but at least we'd understand. It's like they don't even acknowledge it exists. Like, it's just it never existed in the first place, according to them. I'm like, why? Like, why would you not want to do that? It just doesn't make. That's why I said in my Resident Evil 5 remake video, if they ever do remake Resident Evil 5, I would want Claire to replace Sheva's role and have Claire be the person that's partnering with Chris the entirety of the game. Just because, let's be honest, Claire's a better. Everyone loves Claire a million times more than they'll ever love Sheva. You can still have Sheva in the game, but my point is Claire should be partnered up with Chris. It would make more sense from an emotional standpoint, but also because I never thought they were ever going to do Code Veronica, period. I mean, maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe one day, and when they do make that announcement, I'll be like, hey, thank you, I'm happy for it, but it just seems like they're not going to do it, and they just pretend it never exists. So I like Claire to at least get a game in a franchise where she's one of the main playable characters again. Because it's just like they're taking more from poor Claire. And trust me, Claire has enough shit to go through in this franchise as a whole. Like, I mean, we tend to forget that the big absence she had before we ever saw her return. But it's just like, dude, like, why are they like that? I don't get that from a business standpoint. I really don't. And it's not like it's one of those rare, obscene games that maybe just has a cult following, but it's not really that big and well done. People have been clamoring for this for a long time. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. And as I said, you got Wesker making his re-entrance into the world in that game. Obviously, Chris and Claire find out because everyone thought he was dead after Reckons, or the mansion, I'd say, the incident. But, you have him make his return. You have a lot of other things, honestly, I like to see the whole segment of always funny in that game is just Claire storming the entire bazillion umbrella by herself. I'm just like, what the hell? And it's just, oh man, he can see the twins. Hopefully they do them a lot better, especially the one twin. I'm not gonna go into that, but that's another discussion another day. But watch this, guys. Look at this guy's ranking. Oh my God, over 3,500. Man, this cat's gonna be at 4,000 before I get to 3,000 at that rate. But once again, another game we can't finish it with a full set of team like Capcom. Man, you gotta figure something out. You know, you gotta figure something out. You got problems, big time problems. You better be adding some variety in that mode, or another thing you can be adding is the next message say, hey, we're pulling the plug on this. But oh my goodness, but yeah, 3,500. I didn't really notice too much, but granted, it's only 3 players, so you can't really get a good perception of how good someone is in that. But in this game, oh, there's one dude that definitely, oh my God, he frustrated me. Not Waddle Dee. I do like Waddle Dee, so I am a big King DDD fan. But no, Joy Kilo. Oh my God, this dude, he's really good, and he's playing as Chris. That's a scary thought there. And I'll be honest, I did not really play very well this game, but I just kind of stay in it, and I guess that's the most important part. But getting back to Code Veronica, oh my God, it's just, it's frustrating. Because, like, I can see that game being really good, especially on the RE engine. It's kind of how I see Dino Crisis. Like, I can really see it being so good they remake it on the RE engine, but are they ever going to do it? And it's just... oh, it pains me so much. It really does. It pains me so much. And God damn, did you see that Leon burst damage that shotgun? Bam! And I guess he got his revenge on me, but bam, he just blasted me. But let me know down in the comment section, are you one of those fans who wants to see Code Veronica remade, or maybe you don't? Is it one of your favorite Resident Evil? I've had a lot of people say they love Resident. Like, as I said, I'm not the crazy Code Veronica fan, but a lot of people, they claim they love Code Veronica as one of their favorites. They love the whole story, the gameplay. As I said, I like it. It's a good, solid game. It's just, unfortunately, something's got to be on the bottom. I think, as I said, most of my problems with it are not things that, in terms of gameplay. Like, granted, I wish they could change the one part where it's a beginner's trap where when you play as Claire and then you immediately switch to Chris, if you're holding an item as Claire, you can't get it back till you switch back as Claire. I wish they at least let you know that before you go on, just to warn you, but they don't do that. And obviously there are some beginner's traps, like that Plain Tyrant fight. That is a beginner's trap if you don't know what you're doing. As well as the final boss fight where you have all those little leech bugs on the ground. They keep hitting you and hitting you and hitting you. Thank God Chris can take a shit ton of damage, because you'd be F there. But granted, it's Resident Evil. When does it not have some frustrating boss fights? It wouldn't be Resident Evil if it didn't. But man, oh man, I did. And I also remember the one mode, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, where you can play as like Claire, Chris, Steve, and Wesker, and you just run through stuff. Little time, I can't remember what the mode's called, but I remember like where you have like little victory poses at the end, and Chris is holding the fish, and it's just like, what the hell? But this gave me a little laugh there. So there are a lot of parts that I do like about that game, just more story and character elements that kind of annoy me, but I'm not going to get into that. That'll be a whole nother discussion altogether. But it needs to be remade. Like, come on now. Like, as I said, I love 4. It's my favorite Resident Evil, and I was going for that. But my thing is, 4 takes place well after Code Veronica, or maybe they just want to go out of order. I don't know, but it just, I don't know. It's just kind of like Bloom Bloom here detonating on me. It's just like they just want to explode all these hopes of a remake of Code Veronica right in your face, and you're just going to get nothing out of it. And it's just, Capcom, I swear, Capcom, I say this analogy, I might as well make a t-shirt about this. Capcom is like Harvey Dent Two-Face from the Batman comics, man. It's just like, you don't know what side you're going to get. Because when they're good, they're good. They're Harvey Dent, they're the district attorney, they're whooping some ass, they're putting some crooks in jail, they're keeping the streets clean. But then when it comes down to the Two-Face side, oh my God. It's weird. But at the very least, acknowledge it. Like, be like, hey, we've heard you, but it's just not a plan at this time. It's like they just I don't know. They just they're weird. They're weird. But so here we go. As I said, I'm in third place here. Not really playing really good. And as you say, they're not this Chris, but the other Chris. And unfortunately, this one steals my kill of the tyrant. But it's not looking good. You got 30 seconds of that. Here's this guy. This is probably one of the few times I did get him in the multiple games I played against him. And he just, oh my God, he just too good, man. Just too good. But I do get him here, luckily. And when I do, I go up a lot of points. And I realize I got a shot. I just need to kill somebody. And luckily for me, I got a revenge here with Waddle Dee. And I'm able to swallow him. I'm sorry, King DDD. I had to swallow one of your henchmen right there and just get the win barely. But that dude was just, I can't get over that one victory pose on the right. But another guy, 3,500, but that dude felt like it. Like, it just, you play him against so many times, and you just get owned and owned and owned. But finally, I get one W, but it took probably 10 L's to get there. But that is going to be it. Let me know in the comment section if you think Code Veronica should be remade or not. And hopefully I can see you guys back on the next video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you all later. Peace.